think we're live. I'm hoping we are. I'm hoping the mics work. I'm hoping the camera works. I think we're all good.
It says starting, but I don't know if it's like confirmed. Okay. We are live now.
Now we are.
There we go.
Hey, welcome to week 4 of Hanging with Hot Rod. I'm Hot Rod. This is Manny, of course. This is our 4th week of NFL Pick'em, where we give you the picks, and hopefully you take them to the bank. Last week, I'm starting to heat up. It's about right time. First couple of weeks of NFL are tough to pick. It always is. You got teams from last year that have done well, and you expect them to do well this year. That's just not the way. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So it's real tough. Well, it's
2 and 3 for me.
It's a long season, and what I'm saying and getting across is once I get my bearings straight, I know what I'm talking about, and I get it. I was 4-1 this week. College, I was excellent. There was I put also on Twitter on Hanging with Hot Rod and Instagram. I'll put out my parlay picks, and my son and I put them out.
Did you hear about that parlay? That was like, I think it was like a $25 parlay. It was like free, and the guy almost won something $1,000.
Yeah, I heard a couple of them.
Philly losing.
Yep, I've heard of a couple of them. But
so bad.
That would be that's like the nightmare. But I've got. I mean, see, this is where an experienced bettor comes in, because if you get to the Monday night, you've got a chance to win whatever. Let's say you have a chance to win $100,000. That's a lot of money, or whatever number it is. You take half that and bet it the other way, and you're guaranteed the money.
Yeah.
So if you had Philadelphia to win on Monday night, and they were playing Dallas, you then bet Dallas, so you're going to win $100,000 from Philly. You bet $50,000 on Dallas, you're guaranteed $50,000. And you just split the number at especially big numbers like that. I mean, if you want to gamble and go for it, you can. But at that point, if you hit a parlay, so my son and I, my story is, we didn't end, and it has to be the last game. It can't be a middle game because parlays are more than 2 games. You got to bet at least 3 in most parlays. We had, I want to say, my son, we were a 10-teamer, and Pittsburgh was the only one that lost for us. It was like an $10 bet to win $1,800. Yeah, my son and I were a little. It was a little disheartening, but that's okay. Those things happen. We got things going off, but all right. So this week in the NFL, what we had lots of good games. I do want to bring up. We had 2 field goal winners. We had a 66-yarder from Baltimore to win.
Shout out to Justin Tucker.
I will say, it was the most egregious non-call. The play clock went off, and you're sitting there. You have 35 seconds to get the play off. You see the clock going off. It goes to 0. You count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. They don't call anything. 5 more yards. It's now a 71-yarder. He made it. That was incredible. Then the other thing is Green Bay. You give Aaron Rodgers 39 seconds.
So I got something to say about that.
Yeah.
So, the 49ers beat the crap out of Green Bay at the NFC Championship a couple years ago. So I thought, the 49ers are going to do it again and win. Green Bay said, no shot, we're going to beat you. So I got something about that.
That's okay.
Flip the script when we pick our
all right.
teams.
Well, I hear you there, and it was a good game. I mean, the 49ers didn't play bad. And they came down, they scored. They just basically...
Just 37 seconds.
They gave Aaron Rodgers too much time.
It's like giving Tom Brady, what is it, 10 seconds?
You can't.
You can't give him any time.
I heard watching some of the other podcasts that I watched, they were talking about teams at the end. It's almost like you have to score it, obviously, if you're behind. So you don't want to, but you almost want to try to give it no time. Yeah. Like Aaron Rodgers, 39 seconds, the 49ers had to score. They had to score a touchdown. Yeah. So you can't just say, okay, I'm going to try to score in the last play of the game, because that's dumb, because if you lose, you lose. You have to score when they allow you to score. But there's got to be, in your thinking, I would think you'd have to, I can't give the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. I can't give the ball back to Tom Brady. I definitely can't give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes with any time left, because they're going to come back. And that's what Baltimore 2 weeks ago, they went for it on 4th down, got it, and was able to run out the game. Yeah. Because if they had not gotten it, they would have given. But you just can't give the ball back to these guys. They just seem to win, and these kickers are kicking the ball farther and farther and farther. Any case,
Carolina's 3-0.
We do have some very. I want to say this is the weakest undefeated squad that I've seen in a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
don't have confidence in them. They're definitely losing next week.
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's go through them. I mean, you look at the Panthers. I don't believe in them. I mean, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The Raiders, not because they beat Pittsburgh that I don't like them, but I don't think they're the strongest team. They're not. They're out of the teams that are undefeated. You've got the Rams, which I think are legit. I don't think anybody's going to argue that. They got a great defense. They got a great offense, but I still see them. They're not like, you know, the Cardinals are undefeated.
Yeah.
But last year, remember, Cardinals went like 6-1, and then they lost like 6 games in a row. So the Cardinals dropped out. We got to see the Cardinals maintain this play, in my opinion. So let's flip the script on some of the teams that we thought were going to be really, really good. That aren't, but it's still early. We're only 3 games into the season, so you can't just totally panic. I'm panicking because my Steelers suck, but that's just you heard me say
Hold on.
it.
You have an injury
Yeah.
with your main quarterback.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
one
a problem.
thing. But we're
and TJ.
talking about
I
the
know.
Giants here.
Giants.
You want to lose against the Atlanta Falcons. I quit.
How does that
I
happen?
quit.
How does
I
that
mean, their
happen?
offensive line sucks. Jason Garrett, I swear to God, Jason Garrett. Apparently this week they're going to allow the defensive coordinator, and I forgot who else, to lead the offense.
Oh, okay.
I read an article about it, so I'm actually interested to see how they're going to let that go, but I don't know. Giants need to do something. They face the Saints this week. So I think it's going to probably be a high shootout with Jameis Winston. I think, we might see a little bit of things from like Danny Dimes, but
Well, listen.
time and time again,
As we were talking about,
hindsight to lose. So I don't know.
As we were talking before the show, though, offensive line is everything. Steelers' offensive line is crap. Your offensive line is crap. You've got one of the best running backs that just can't get off because he has come back from an injury.
I wouldn't want to run the ball knowing that my offensive line can't.
No, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna get killed. Najee Harris will not last a year if this continues for Pittsburgh. They're giving him the ball about 80% of the time of their offensive plays, and he is he's doing everything he can. He had 100 yards receiving last game. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do, but he's going to get killed. You just can't sustain that. So the 1 and 2 teams is what I'm going to get to, like the Chiefs. They're 1 and 2. I'm not really worried about the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. The Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. I
think
I don't
I'm a
know.
little worried about them because next week, who are they facing this week?
They've got a tough game this week, and I'd like to say, they're playing the Niners.
They're playing the Niners. I actually think
That's a tough one.
I think the Niners come and beat them.
I do too.
So the only reason why I'm saying that is because, again, they beat Green Bay in the NFC Championship. Green Bay beats them in the regular season. I think last season the Seahawks beat the 49ers twice.
They did.
So now it's the time for the 49ers to beat the crap out of them.
I like your analogy.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I like the analogy.
I
like
the
that
49ers on that one.
And listen, I like how that works. And then the other 1 or 2 teams that are pretty shocking, and we have already mentioned them, is my Steelers. They started the season off, beat one of the best teams in football, Buffalo, and everybody's like, wow, look at Pittsburgh. And you just can't blame it on one guy, but T.J. Watt is hurt. I'm going to say that is a huge problem for Pittsburgh. If he doesn't come back, it's just as big as with the offense. But even if TJ's there and they somehow beat Raiders, which I do think they do, and then they beat Bengals with TJ in there, they're again in the same position they were last year. No offense, and it might be time for Ben. I hate to say it. I am going to start a rumor that I've been hearing throughout the football land.
He should retire.
Well, no, that's not the rumor. But yes, he probably should. But the rumor is that there's a certain quarterback on a certain team that is very unhappy. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He almost didn't play for this team this year because he was so mad at him. And he's letting his contract run out, and he is leaving. That is 100% no matter what they do this year.
We're not talking about Deshaun Watson,
We're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
And Aaron Rodgers in a Pittsburgh uniform
I'm actually getting
would be
goosebumps.
wow.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Wow.
I think if Aaron Rodgers comes to the Steelers take it this year.
They're going to the Super Bowl.
They're going to the Super Bowl next year. That's what I'm
That's
thinking.
a big rumor I like to start.
What is that?
I've
The
been
weapons that he has, the
It would
wide
be-
receivers that he has.
Oh.
Each wide receiver for the Steelers can be
yeah.
a star in an
Yes.
individual team.
Yep, and they just don't have.
Claypool.
Yep, Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Juju. The tight ends are.
I don't know. I like his name.
I do too. And
Juju Smith-Schuster.
yeah, say that 3 times fast. So Any case, so that's the NFL news. We're going to get into the picks this week. Next week, we're also going to have Junkyard Jerry. We haven't met him yet. He's one of the best handicappers in the country, and this is not just talk. He knows his stuff. Like I was talking to him before the show. College, he went 5-0 last week. Yeah. He is on par with his picks. Going live, we have a little bit of difficulty getting him on, but we're going to be talking to him next week. We're going to have some new sponsors coming up too, which is going to be exciting stuff. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have all sorts of stuff coming on the show. That's just good stuff. But let's get into this week. This Thursday, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Bengals. Bengals are 7.5 favorite and 46.5. The Bengals just got done beating up my Steelers. The Steelers are wounded, but I'm not going to make excuses for it. Joe Burrow has got weapons.
I think the Bengals take this one again.
You think they're going to just well, Jacksonville's having problems. I mean, they've got a rookie quarterback. The coach is rookie, Urban Meyer.
Well, it's not even that. I feel like so I always like to look at it as like the story behind it.
Okay.
So it's like the rematch of the QBs because they both face each other.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Joe Burrow beat him.
Yes, he did.
Trey Lawrence.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I see it as, Joe Burrow's like, hey, welcome to the NFL. You're going to get beat some more. Like, that's about it.
Okay, so you're in the Bengals minus 7.5. One of the things that impressed me watching the Steelers-Bengals game last week was the Bengals defense. I know Pittsburgh's offensive line is in shambles, so you can't really just say Bengals are that good, but their defense is pretty solid. I think the Bengals probably win this game. I got Jacksonville circled 7.5. That half is a big betting point. The game could easily end up a 7-point win for the Bengals. I just got Jacksonville, not to win, but to cover.
I think on that 46.5 spread, I'm saying it's over.
Over the game too?
I think
it'd be some
because I think both quarterbacks know what to do, and they both have the similar play style. So it's like they're gonna come in, probably throw up some points. But I still think the Bengals pull away from this one.
Yeah. Okay. So I got Jacksonville. He's got the Bengals. Sunday, 1 o'clock game. We have got the Panthers versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys are minus 4.5 and 50. The Panthers are one of these 3-0 teams that you want to say what's going on with them, but they've got, Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the league. There's no doubt about that. But he's hurt.
Yeah.
So that's a big if, and I think he's very questionable for this game. I think he's out. Actually,
I
don't think he's coming. Dallas is playing well.
I give it to Dallas for this one.
Dallas?
Only because Carolina beat a horrible team in the Texans.
Yep.
And now you're going to face the Cowboys, who's actually been well put together, have been establishing themselves so far this early into the season. So I definitely think Dallas is taking this one, no problem.
No problem with 4.5. I don't have a problem with that. Dallas is playing well. Everything points to Dallas. So this is sometimes I do these in my picks when everything looks too obvious.
Yeah.
I go the other way.
Okay.
So this is my the other way game. So I am taking the Panthers, not because again getting points. I think Cowboys might win, but I think the Panthers stay with them. We'll see.
Sure.
All right.
50-point spread, I say under.
It could be under. I can see these teams. Cowboys defense is a little shaky though. I haven't thought too much of the over/under on that one, but I'd have to look into that a little more before I gave up.
Dallas played who last week? Philly.
Yeah.
Philly was one of those teams that was really good on their defense, and Dallas was able to prevail offensively. They were able to hold them off. So I don't know. I think Dallas keeps running that win train.
I don't disagree. All right, so you're on the Cowboys, I'm on the Panthers. So we're both opposite there. That's fine. All right, one of the biggest games of the week that I like. I think everybody's going to be watching this. Is the undefeated Cardinals versus the undefeated Rams. Rams just got done beating up Tampa Bay pretty convincingly. When everybody was like, "Wow, Matt Stafford really is a quarterback."
It's going to be video game numbers.
I think, yes, the Rams are minus 6. 53.5 is the over/under. It is in L.A. Rams are playing well. They just had them. So this is my logic on this one. The Rams are a very good team, but don't discard the Cardinals. So and they know each other. So they play each other. In division, they know each other quite well. I think this is a close game. I think the Rams might have a little bit of a letdown after beating up on Tom Brady, where they're teams, you build up to the biggest game of the year, and then it's just inevitable. You have a little bit of a letdown. We'll see how it goes. Stafford and that offense look unstoppable, but I am going to take the points. I'm taking the Cardinals in this. What do you like?
I'm taking the Rams.
Okay.
I think the Rams are just meshing together really well.
Yeah, they are.
And they just
They
beat
are.
they just beat the champs.
They
Like
beat the brakes off them,
why not come into this game not obviously thinking that you're going to win off the bat, but just know that it's going to be a dogfight. But I think the Rams are really going to stick it out on this one.
I do.
It'd be interesting to see that the Cards are probably going to score a lot. One of our viewers is letting me know that the video and sound is not synchronized. Just like that.
Sometimes in the live video when that happens, our voice, it seems like our voice comes through. When we download to YouTube, it syncs it back up for some reason.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think it's just because we're going live and our voice goes here, it goes out, and then it comes. One of the downsides is going live.
Okay.
We will be going to shows that we do and then we edit and put on YouTube. But
I recommend people, if you can't watch it live, just watch it on YouTube.
yeah, absolutely. That's why we do it on Wednesdays, and then we download it so you can watch it. You can watch our picks. All right. So the next game. So I'm in the Cards. So we're 3 for 3. So either one of us is going to do really well, or one of us is not. This is good. This is good. I don't know either. I'm not saying I am or you are, but we'll see what happens. All right. So another 4 o'clock game. I added an extra game for us this week. The Seahawks versus the 49ers. 49ers are -3, and it's 51.5. Seahawks are 1-2. They lost a game they probably shouldn't have.
And they have defensive woes.
They do have defensive woes. The Niners just lost in the last second. Obviously, to
To a
Green Bay.
tough team.
They gave
To a
Green
tough
Bay 39
Aaron
seconds.
Yeah, to Aaron Rodgers.
The new Pittsburgh Steeler. And
The new Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm going to be promoting that all year.
Just throwing that out
I'm
there.
just
Put it in there. I mean, I would love to see him in black and
Oh,
white.
that would be awesome.
I mean, like, the yellow seems to be his thing.
It
Like,
is.
Yellow and green.
It is, it
black
is,
and
it is.
yellow.
Boy, I'm taking Ben to the curb quick, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm fair weather.
I mean, it's not even kicking into the curb. It's just, man,
Let's get a new
you're
guy.
old, man.
He
You
is.
know, you
He
gotta
is. He is.
hang up the jersey.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's time. But Niners are -3. I think the Niners' offense and defense, they can run the ball.
Yeah.
They control the defense very well. The defense is solid. They ran into a Green Bay Packers team that just, Aaron threw the ball over the top, and it was tough for them.
See, that's my only thing, though. Russell Wilson could definitely throw the ball.
Yes,
over
he
the
can.
top.
He can.
So that's like my only concern because DK Metcalf is a great wide receiver.
There's going to be points in this game. There's no doubt about it.
100%.
I just think the 49ers are 3. Either it'll be a push or
But they're
49ers
also
will win.
talking about a possible QB change.
They might throw
Quarterback.
Trey Lance in. They might throw Lance in over Garoppolo.
But would Lance be a better matchup?
That's a tough one.
Garoppolo.
That's a tough one.
It really depends.
Lance has been showing flashes, but we don't know, and it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm going Niners.
Shout out to the football cup.
No, you go Niners too.
Oh yeah.
All right, so hey, we agree on one. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, so the 8 o'clock game. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks -5.5 versus the New England Patriots. So this is an awesome, and the over/under 49. This is awesome all over it because Tom Brady coming back home to New England.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I think he just, he's so competitive. I think he just puts the foot down and just squishes him. I think if he has his way, he'd win by 50 just to say, that's you should never let me go.
You should have never let me go.
So that's my opinion on it. I don't like Tom
So
Brady
I
and I
think-
don't like New England. So I would like the stadium to blow up and they just all.
Jesus
Oh no, no. Well, let me tone that back a little bit.
Just think it should be not literally.
Let's say no life injuries, but just they got hurt and they're out the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Let's say they all stubbed their toe or something. How about that? I wouldn't mind the whole stadium to.
Imagine stubbing your
they're all out for the year. That would be okay with me. But I got Tampa -5.5.
I got Tampa too. I think Tom Brady's gonna pass the all-time yardage record. And only thing that I would say that would be interesting is to see if the Patriots would probably damper on that.
Well, they're going to try. They're
They're
doing.
gonna
Belichick's going to do everything in his power. I mean, if there's anything he can do, and I don't put it past him because I think he cheats. I think they all do. We'll get into that some other time. But I've called the
I
Patriots
see it
cheaters
as like
forever.
a no-hitter all the way up until the ninth, and then the last out.
He's going to do everything in his power to somehow beat Tom Brady, but I just don't think it's possible. I think because their offense, the Pats' offense right now is not. They're rookie QB. Rookie QBs. I don't care how good you are. It's so tough to go in the NFL as a rookie. You need to get a few
And
years
you're
under your
facing
belt.
a little goat.
You need to get Oh my God, he's saying it again. I can't believe we don't allow him to do that to me. Tom Brady cannot be.
Listen, I don't like Tom Brady, but you gotta respect the man.
You're gonna make me throw up again. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, my
You
friend.
know what? I think we just need to call Eli back
Yes,
and
just
say,
for one
hey,
game.
just hire him to every game that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers wild to raise.
I tell you what.
Whatever team the Bucks are gonna face this year, just put Eli in each jersey on each team, and just be like, all right, you gotta face.
Nice. I like it. I like
You gotta
it.
face them every game.
All right. So we're both on Tampa Bay there.
Yes.
And then we go to our Monday night game. We got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Chargers. Chargers just had a nice little win over the Chiefs. The Raiders are 3-0.
I said that if the Chargers just close out in the end zone, they're winning.
Yeah, and you
Even
were
though I
right.
still picked KC.
No, but you're right.
But like,
Your logic was right because they hadn't scored in the red zone that much, and that was a game. That was pretty wild.
I think they're gonna step over the Raiders.
I got them too. They're the 3.5 point favorites. I got the Chargers. I think the Raiders are living on borrowed time. I think it'll be a good game, but I think the Chargers definitely come away with this one. The mush pick. So those are our picks. The mush pick of the week. The mush actually won last week, which is very, very unusual.
What was the mush pick again?
The mush pick last week took the Broncos, pretty safe. They beat the Jets 26-0. I mean, that's every once in a while he'll get one that's easy for him to pick. This week he took the Bengals minus a 7.5. So the play obviously is Jacksonville, so that's okay. The mush is very, very reliable, and as far as getting them wrong. Like next week, I got Junkyard Jerry calling back in. Those of you that don't know who he is, he's one of the best handicappers in the country. He will be giving his picks with us next week. And I think that is it for our games.
A little special shout out to Myles Garrett for getting, what was it, 4.5 sacks in that
God,
game? That was crazy.
All right, so we have to have a talk after the show.
Why?
Because you're talking about the GOAT, which is an expatriate.
Hey.
Now you're talking about a Brown.
You gotta give credit to what credit is
I'm
due.
a Pittsburgh Steelers
I know.
man.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
I know. It's okay. I'm just.
Oh, I'm very
You can't-
sensitive. I'm very sensitive.
I'm so sorry.
I'm very sensitive.
so
I'm
sorry.
very sensitive, and
You have
and
tissues anyway?
I might need some. I mean, my team's horrible. You're talking about the GOAT Tom Brady. You're
My
talking about Myles
team's
Garrett.
horrible, too.
Myles Garrett
It's
took his
just-
helmet, took one of my quarterback's helmet off and beat him with it. I mean, he beat up my guy.
That was
In any
intense.
case,
That was
that was wild. But in any case,
4.5 sacks in a game.
dude, the guy.
That's not easy.
Dude, I saw a video. I'm only kidding too. Dude, I saw a video of him doing a freestanding jump where you're from the ground, you're just standing straight and you're jumping up onto something.
Yeah. Did he have
The
weights
guy's
on his side?
I don't know, but he's a freak.
Yeah, no.
He is incredible,
Yes,
and I don't.
these athletes are
he
just
is.
incredible, yeah.
He is the.
That's
If
very
he's
true.
not one of the best, he is. He's absolutely. I give him credit. I just like to give him. I just don't like to give him credit.
You know what I- you know what I
agree
keep
with you,
saying?
but I don't want to say it out
You know
loud.
what I keep seeing on social media? They keep talking about if LeBron would have joined.
I don't know if I believe that.
I think he would have been a good player, but he even said himself that the reason why he went towards basketball was because he received too many hits.
That's the big thing. Those big guys like Gronk. When you're big like that, how do they take you down? They got to take your knees out.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to hit you up high,
Mhm.
and he probably wouldn't have lasted. It's tough for those guys. I mean, he's built. I mean, the guy, what is he, 6'8", 6'9"?
He's 6'8",
Yeah, he's huge.
260.
He's huge. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But when you're running down and these other guys hit you in the legs, you're not going long. It's
Mhm.
not a long life. He made the right choice.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. He
No,
probably
he's a
would have been all right. I shouldn't say that, but there's just no guarantee.
No,
I mean,
there
those
isn't.
guys, I would have been a
All
great
it
football
ever
player.
takes is one hit and you're
That's
out.
it, dude. Yeah,
So,
and he played some high school. I guess he was pretty good, but he knows what a hit is, so he made the right choice. All right, so that is the picks for this week. We want to say thank you again.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, go to my Twitter page, and I also put them on Instagram. I've got the parlays. We've been doing a lot. We're real close on a few of them. Follow them. Check out the lines. Check out what we're doing on Twitter and Instagram. Want to thank you, and we're going to be bringing on some new sponsors. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. But
A little
till-
shout out to Red Jug Pub for the
Red-
NFL T-shirt.
Red Jug Pub. I love Red Jug Pub. We'll get them on the books too some point. Well, that's perfect. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week. Hey, wow, nice